What is up, everybody? So I seen this being posted, and before we get into this, yes, I know this account likes to post drama. I know this. I do not believe everything I read, but we're gonna check this out and see what's going on. All right, then we're gonna get into this. So we got Willie Mack show reported Destiny to the police and dropped a video talking about it. Says that Destiny shared with him underage screen recordings. Bruh, you just let me know you still, I think you meant to have, or put in there, have CP videos saved to your computer, which,
It's because he continued to write. I didn't know this until way later, but the video. It's because he continued to.
okay, so that it does start right off the rip. So yeah, if you guys do not know who Willie Mack Show is, be sure you guys go give him a follow. If you don't like him, well, I don't care. Still go give him some support because we are reacting to this. So we're gonna listen to this, see what he has to say. We also have another thing here. Um, like we will read and see what it says and then react to.
Right, I didn't know this until way later, but the videos she recorded with other guys, the file names are like screen recording, blah blah blah. And then he shows me a screenshot of the top of a video clip and says her boyfriend was.
It shows you. Hold on, let me go back a little bit, okay. Okay, so we got Destiny. Or I don't know who this Rose person is. Maybe that's the person that this is all being talked about. So they said it's fine. It was fun. Other than that, I'll see if I can salvage any of the recordings my boyfriend made for you. What? Why does your boyfriend doing stuff with recordings to be given to Destiny? I still I didn't notice this until way later, but the videos she'd recorded with other guys, the film names are like screen recording 0814, like Skype 1 blah blah blah. Her boyfriend was recording these on Skype calls. That's just absolutely insane to think about him doing all of this if she was underage. Which, I mean, there's sick ass people out there that will do this. Like, there's sick ass people that will record underage people just because they can. Like, what?
Out of the top of a video clip and says her boyfriend was recording these on Skype calls. That's absolutely insane to think about him doing all of this if she was 17. Well, this is insane to me because he's saying Rose's boyfriend recorded CP while sending me a screenshot of the alleged CP. So I asked to confirm if he just did that. If you were sending me this, I'm guessing you still have that video. Destiny replies, depends on why you're asking. But yes, I created copies of all of our messages and everything when that court case started. Just to be clear,
He has it on his computer, phone, whatever he's using this on. Obviously computer, obviously. Um, but that's sus, very very beyond sus. Cause like, did did the court already end? Like, did that court case end already? Like, I have no idea going into this. So any of the information I'm being given, I can only go from there. If I have misinformation, just either be like, that's not right, or give me the information that I need so that I could be informed the right way. If you are going to come in my comments and cry that I said something about a certain person, well, it sucks to suck, like I've always said. So let's
here
finish
he's
this.
admitting to having alleged CP downloaded on his computer. He literally has the video open as I'm talking to him. I go, bruh, there's been allegations at least since my last video that she was underage, and you still have potential CP of her? He replies, I have an obligation to preserve relevant evidence.
Whoa, whoa, You said, okay, it says, yes, I created a copy of. Okay, he said that to us a second ago. So he's like, bruh, allegations since at least the video for being underage, and you still have potential.
of her.
How I don't know if that's really potential because if he has all of the logs from the court, he had that's not potential CP, it's just CP, right? Would that not be?
Plus, I have an obligation to preserve relevant evidence, etc. So I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues, I don't think I'm allowed to delete it, lol. I don't know if it counts as hiding / destroying evidence. And I reply, talk to a lawyer.
If see that this is a sticky area, an area that I am not very coercion, I believe is the word we're looking for. Um, because if the case is closed, like it's already happened, blah blah blah, it's already been dealt with, then why would you still need the evidence of stuff when if you need some sort of like uh what's the word we looking for? Like not alibi. I mean, it's technically alibi, but it's not. That's not the word I'm looking for. Anyway, we'll just go with it. If you need an alibi, shouldn't there be documentation that says like you didn't do said blah 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 or you did said blah blah blah? Why would you need all of the old stuff if the case is over or even like being like investigated now? Wouldn't shouldn't there be other ways to have details on what was on said computer, given to said people, being recorded of said people, being recording of minors? Like, why would you still need all of that? Like, if you still need that, I mean, that would mean that like it's active. Like, you have to have it right now. You need it to be able to plead a case. But if you're not pleading a case, then do you really need it? Bro, talk to a lawyer. That seems great. Yeah.
That seems crazy to me. Who keeps this sort of stuff on their computer without 100% knowing if they're supposed to or not? Isn't that
Yeah, see, that is kind of some facts. Like, why would you have it on there?
something you want to confirm? I continued, you just let me know you have CP videos saved to your computer. You knew it was alleged that she was underage. You still have them. Do you see how this is? So now I've confirmed that this guy has child porn on his computer. In my 8 years of reaching out to people over allegations, I've never had anyone admit that to me. The last message he sent me was,
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Because majority of the time, whenever people are like, you're being accused of having CP, or you've been accused of talking to underage, or you've been doing said things that involve underage. Like, normally people aren't like, yes, when they're asked questions about that. That does seem a little weird. But at the same time, you can see it as a factor of that he just doesn't understand if he needs it or not, which still confuses me because, like, if it's in a case, like I said a minute ago, and my bad, I repeat myself and I say the same fucking thing over and over again. Guess what? I didn't say fucking the last time. So there's something new for your fucking crybaby bitch asses that want to cry in my comments. Now I forgot my train of thought talking shit to you people.
one. I don't even know 100% of her age was legitimately less than 18 when these were taken. So basically,
So basically, you don't know if she's underage, so it's cool to keep said videos, pictures, whatever, because you were told or you assumed or whatever you decided that you thought was a good thought process for that, you decided to keep it after there was court stuff going on about it. Like, can somebody make this make sense to me? Because
He's not 100% sure if he has child porn on his computer. He's just 99% sure. Got it. 2. I'm pretty sure I have an obligation to preserve stuff related to my court case. I've talked about it with my lawyer already, specifically with regards to the Rose stuff. So we went from I don't know if I could delete this to my lawyer says it's totally fine to keep. I don't know the law.
yeah, how do you do that? How do you backtrack on uh, on your own statements? Like, you don't know if you can get rid of it. I think it might be more of a factor of he doesn't want to get rid of it over he doesn't know, or his lawyers had told him not to get rid of it, or judge, could be judge too. Like, there's multiple scenarios here that he would need to keep it, which still is kind of breaking my brain with why would you need to keep it, and why would it be, and if you did need to keep it, why would it be on like a computer that you're constantly around, or you have like just like have easy constant access to, which I understand everybody has easy access to anything that they own because it's theirs, blah blah whatever. um but like, if you have something that is as touchy subjecty as child or CP, I guess, yeah, I should say that. um I don't think that you should be admitting that you have it, for one. For two, you just shouldn't have it. Like, that should be one, actually. Let's change that. One, you just shouldn't have it. Two is what I previously said one was, which I kind of forgot now because I realized the factor of just having it. You just shouldn't have it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought with that one. You just shouldn't have it. That's weird. That's disgusting. Having CP because of a court case, which means that you got caught or you turned somebody in or somebody turned you in or somebody did something that would involve you having to have a lawyer being in courts for for said things. It's like, why are you making it be so sus, my guy?
But the idea that his lawyer would tell him to hold on to CP for a civil case just doesn't seem likely to me. I don't know. LawTube can figure that out. 3. If something were to come out of this, I don't know if I'd want to wipe everything and not have something to turn over to the authorities. If hypothetically, whenever a political creator is about to give a hypothetical, you know you're about to hear some weird shit. If hypothetically her boyfriend or whatever was actually trafficking her or getting her to fuck other dudes on video for him, and if there was ever some kind of investigation into that, am I hurting the chance of looking into him by deleting all of this stuff? Oh, so now they're
I mean, no, but if he was doing said things, why couldn't the chick that is having all this go on not just open up or let it slip or something? Or maybe just have the factor of being like, this guy sent me CP. Maybe he should be looked into. Like that should be a pretty easy brain thought. Like if somebody else is sending it to you, instantly your first thought should be, I need to call the cops, or I don't know what you call if somebody sent you CP that's in another state. I don't know if you still just call the cops and then like something on goes on there, or what you have to do. But that should be your first reaction, is to call the cops on somebody that sent it to you to begin with, instead of holding it to be used against somebody that you should have already had the cops looking into.
The reason he's keeping the CP is because of a hypothetical criminal case that he is not pursuing at all. Okay, maybe these reasons are legally sound advice that came from his lawyer. Maybe he's lying and just saying anything to make it sound better to me. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I just know this guy's admitting to having CP in my DMs.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked up. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody ever admitting to just like having this, like having CP and being like, I need to keep it because somebody could possibly have been having bad things done to them. Huh. Like, what? That's not sensible. I'm sorry. So this is another thing that's also from Willie Mack's show. So that is why I told you guys at the beginning of this. If you have not, be sure you guys go give him some lovage. And if you don't like him, give him some lovage anyway. I don't care. Uh, but he says he responds to Destiny on Twitter after Destiny accuses him of running cover to get back with the boys. I'm not trying to do this to get with good graces of your anti-community. Doing this because you admitted in my DMs that you were in possession. Yeah, like he's not out here trying to like be buddy buddy with the next community, not community, commentary YouTuber that is gonna be fondling and getting all up underneath them, them whatever you want to call them, because YouTube is sus and they don't like certain things. So whatever you want to call somebody that's gonna be grabbing up underneath all that goodness. Uh, yeah, like 100%. He's not trying to do this. Like he's literally calling out the factor that you told him that you have something you shouldn't have. So this is the tweet that is coming from Willie Mac Show. It says, I am not doing this to get, we read that already. I don't know why I'm trying to read that again. I have no CSAM on my computer. Weird, because when I asked if Destiny had on his computer, he told me, depends why you're asking, and then gave me a bunch of reasons why he can have it on his computer. Which, yeah, we seen that. We seen him say that. Straight up, he straight up was like, depends on why you're asking. Like, it shouldn't depend on why anybody's asking, because if you have it, that's a red flag. Instant red flag, sorry. Like, it don't matter if you're trying to hold on to some shit for a court case. It doesn't matter if you're trying to hold on to some shit for possible criminal activity, like they were saying. Uh, that's still being in possession of CP, which makes you a disgusting creep who should be put under the jail, just like all the other ones that end up doing said things, of having things of minors. Like, it shouldn't be too hard for people to just not talk to kids inappropriately. Like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but people have been doing it for years. Oh, shocker, I know. But yeah, we've been out here not trying to be sensual to kids. Like that's why we have people our own age. That's why we have people older than us. That's why we are allowed to be talking to people that are like a little younger than us, not underage, because if you are over the age of 18 and or over 20 and then creepily over 30, like it becomes a little weird if you're hanging out with people that are a little too young to be hanging out with you, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, like this shit's weird. I'm glad to see that somebody is coming out about this because I don't care if you are a top content creator, if you are a small content creator, if you're in the middle, if you are out here and you have CP on your devices, phone, computer, whatever it is, you are disgusting. You are sick. You need to be put in jail. There's a lot of people out here nowadays that be out here dealing with people like this. Like I don't know if some of you know or not, but there is a person who goes by Skeeter Jean. I might have spelled that right. It's looking like. Oh, I did that wrong. I can't even spell. That's my own stupid. There we go. Yeah, this guy. He likes to come after people like that. He likes to set up some things, whatever, for people like that, and then they end up not in very good places. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I find this to be completely disgusting. Like, if you are going to be out here talking to kids underage, you need locked up. If you are somebody that is 30 and 40, you should not be talking to people in their teens. I mean, you really shouldn't be talking to very too many people in their 20s either, because a lot of the times, 30, 40-year-olds, you don't have anything in common with anybody that's just turning 18, that's in their early 20s. Like, it's a little weird. Like, don't get me wrong. People can be friends no matter if you are 18 and you got a friend that's like 40, cool, but it's a little weird, a little creepy. Just just saying. Especially if it gets into the realm of like sensualness. Ugh. Trust me, I've seen some shit that's been. There was like there at one point in time there was a chick who was like in her I think she was like early 20s, like 20 like 23ish or something like that, and she was with a guy that was 30 times her age, and it was just like, ugh. But I'm gonna get out of here. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you have child porn on any of your shit, you better get the fuck out of my fucking videos and my comments, because that's fucking disgusting. And if you want to defend this, you can get out of my comments as well, because it does not matter if you are holding it for specific reasons or you are using it, holding it for court proceedings. It should not be in your possession at 24/7. You should not be able to just access it when you want to, because right there instantly makes it be like, if he has it so close, why would he not be looking at it? But catch you guys later.